and I am a holistic nutritionist, and I'm so excited to be able to talk to you today about something I love and that I'm super passionate about. My family and I, we live in Huntington Beach, California, which is a beautiful place to live, and we are raising 4 insanely fun and crazy boys. And with that has come some interesting trials. 2 of them were born with some interesting developmental delays, and that's what kind of brought us into this world of essential oils. But what's really cool about this process is that so many people get into it for things like immune support or emotional support, but in essence, you can actually use essential oils even in the kitchen. And being a nutritionist, it's been so fun to explore different recipes and play around with that. One thing that I want to point out to you though is that essential oils are very potent and they are very powerful. So you need to respect that and revere that even in the kitchen. One thing about using essential oils in recipes is that less is more. I always think all things in moderation, but when it comes to using an essential oil in a recipe, just remember that 1 drop of essential oil is equivalent to about 1 teaspoon of that herb, except for when we talk about thyme, oregano, marjoram, or rosemary. With those 4, you want to think more about a toothpick. So just take a toothpick out of the drawer. If you're going to whip up some marinade or something special like that, you can dip the toothpick right into the bottle and use that and stir it around into your recipe. So it's a really unique and fun and interesting way that you can start to include essential oils in your recipes without having them be too flavorful or over powerful or potent. Another really awesome way that you can use essential oils in the kitchen, besides making a marinade, is doing something like an oil blend, where you mix together avocado oil with lemon or olive oil with lime. You can kind of play around with it and just have fun. Another way that we love to use essential oils in the kitchen is doing salt infusions, which can be really tasty and flavorful when you're trying to add different flavors to your recipe. Or something even like water essences, using different citrus or fruity type flavors within a glass of water. And just remember, 1 drop goes a long way. Now, moving into the holidays, it's really important to start to prepare ourselves for some of those holiday recipes. And today I've prepared for you a little bit of what I would do for a holiday party. And before the party even starts, you're going to want to make sure that you reach for that Terrazyme. Terrazyme is a food nutrient enzyme that is jam-packed with 10 of the most common food groups that we consume. And if you're not aware of what enzymes do for you, they're so powerful and they're so incredible in how they work in the body. They serve 2 purposes. 1, they go deep down in there and they help the body to actually crunch and munch and digest the food down. And the second thing they do that's really incredible is they help the body to be able to absorb the nutrients of the foods that you're eating, which is really incredible too if you're having any food sensitivities. So make sure that you take that Terrazyme 1 to 2 before you go to that party and consume that food. And I wanted to share with you one of these great recipes that I have prepared. And one of the things that I love most about an appetizer is that it's really supposed to be easy, right? You can get a little plate out and somebody can just put a little bit on there and walk around and socialize. So one of the recipes I wanted to share with you is actually an appetizer. It's super simple and we use it all year round and it's a huge hit at our house. So I would love for you to try this at home. It's actually got chickpeas and it's really important that you peel the chickpeas so it doesn't have that outer shell to it. And another big tip, especially if you're trying to make a vegan hummus, is using the aquafaba. So if you've ever drained a can of chickpeas, you'll notice that all of what's going down the drain, that liquid at the top, is kind of this thick, creamy texture. And instead of throwing it out, you can actually use it. It's called aquafaba, and it's a very beautiful way to blend together recipes without having to be wasteful, and you're getting a ton of nutrients from it too. So when you mix that aquafaba, doing that together with these chickpeas in a food processor, you're then gonna put it into a saute pan where you've already created an oil infusion. And we're doing that with olive oil today, a drop of lemon, and a drop of cumin, and these are super tasty. And once you blend all that together, you can cool it. Once it's room temperature, go ahead and stick it out with some great pita chips. These are so great to have. Another awesome thing to have at a holiday party is to make sure you have a hot beverage. And if you know me, oh my gosh, I am obsessed with hot beverages. Whether it's tea, it's hot chocolate, whatever it is, it gets me so excited. And this right here is my most favorite hazelnut hot chocolate. You can get your hazelnut milk from your local grocery store, or you can make it yourself. And you're gonna boil together 4 cups of hazelnut milk with a cup of coconut sugar. You're also gonna have in there some raw cacao, and I'm gonna show you exactly how we include the essential oil in this recipe because that's really super important. All right, so On Guard during these winter months is so helpful. It's our protective blend. It's got rosemary, clove, eucalyptus, wild orange, and cinnamon. And those flavors together are just super tasty, and especially when you add it together with hazelnut milk. So you're gonna do 1 drop of that On Guard, and then you're gonna add in those vegan marshmallows, and we're gonna just do a ton of them. Top it off so nice with these raw chunks of dark chocolate. So delicious. Yum. Okay, so now moving on. We're now to the end of the party. We've enjoyed our night, we've socialized, and we want to make sure we send people off with something really special because it's the holidays and we want to send people out with love. And so this is some really incredible granola. And one rule of thumb when it comes to granola and making your own is you want to think 6 parts dry to 1 part wet. So whether that's using ingredients like chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, you have flax seeds, or pecans or cranberries, all of those things mixed together. And you can do rolled oats, gluten-free or not, however you choose. And then that 1 wet part is either honey, it could be raw honey, or you can do maple syrup. And those are just some really wonderful combinations. They're so tasty, and it's also vegan, which is great. So with this particular granola that we made for our holiday party, I included clove and cinnamon because these two together just pack such a beautiful punch, and it's not going to have that rosemary like the On Guard does and sort of give it a savory flavor. We want to make sure that granola stays nice and sweet. I'm so glad that I was able to share with you a few of my favorite ways to use essential oils in the kitchen, and I hope you and your family enjoy these recipes during the holidays.